Hey guys, it's Vintage Vinny, and I'm bringing you part one of my flea market haul for August 4th, 2019. Got a great assortment of stuff as usual, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all. Stay tuned. So I have a lot of stuff to share with you all in these two videos. I uploaded it to Windows Movie Maker, and it came out to about 45 minutes long. That just takes way too much time to upload and go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm breaking this up into two parts. So we have a lot of the larger items in this video, and then you will see all the fun small stuff that I picked up in the next. So let's go ahead and see what I found in part one. So this is the very first group of items that I would like to share with you all in this haul video. And in this segment, I have one item that I would like to share with you all that I would like to kind of give you all a little bit of information about and kind of use it as a learning tool. So this first group of items I paid, I think, $13 for, and I know with what I'm going to sell, I'm going to be able to make my money back. I'm going to go ahead and polish these up. These are mid-century drawer pulls, and they have all of the original hardware in them. So if you have a dresser that is in need of some new hardware, quote unquote, I've got, I think, 14 of them, and I think I'm probably going to list those maybe for 30 bucks. I think I might be able to do that. This came with it too in this lot. It's a genuine Cushman colonial creation that was made in Bennington, Vermont. Don't know why I picked this up. I thought it was kind of interesting. Furniture plaque. I might throw that in my jar. I might give that to Miss Stone Home for crafting. Not exactly sure yet. I really liked this. I thought this was super cool. It's an old chapstick tube. Never have I ever seen one of these. I just thought that was super interesting. That's going to go in my jar of old stuff. Which, by the way, I might need to get a new one because this haul video is going to be filled with a lot of different smalls. And then this, I thought was really cool. It's just a picture of a lady in a different kind of frame. It's like a disc almost. And the lady's name was Edith Hartman. It's not something you see every day. At least not with me. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you all this. I kind of got excited when I saw it. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this. This is what I thought was an original Tiffany & Co. bracelet. However, upon Treasured Vintage's message to me on Instagram, which thank God for her, because I would have probably sold this for stupid money and someone would have gotten a fake. Yes, this is a fake Tiffany & Co. bracelet. Like I said, thank God for Treasured Vintage. She is the jewelry queen, and I appreciate her help so much. So, the way that you can tell that these bracelets are authentic or fake are... So sorry about that. I just wanted to get everything out of the way so this would focus better. So on all of the Tiffany & Co. bracelets, you will see please return to Tiffany & Co. with the original charm right on the little lock portion right here. 925 would be right up here. And on the back, there would be a back stamp that says Tiffany & Co. 925 as well. That is not present on here. And if you notice the chain here, you see how there are grooves in the chain portion themselves? If this were an authentic piece, the grooves in the chain links would be sanded down so it wouldn't even look like it was put together. The fonting of the stamp for Tiffany & Co. would be completely different as well. Do you notice how it's kind of, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So do you notice how the lettering almost kind of comes off the heart? If this were an authentic Tiffany & Co. piece, it wouldn't do that. It would be much smaller, and it would fit perfectly onto the heart itself. So that's the information I gained from YouTube. And I do appreciate Treasured Vintage notifying me immediately when I posted this because, like I said, I would feel terrible about selling a fake. Mostly because I didn't know. I wouldn't sell something fake and say it was authentic on purpose. I would never do something like that. The guilt would eat me alive. So this is the last bit of items from that $13 pickup. So let's go ahead, dump this out, and see what's in here. Alright, so there are a couple of things in here that I'm going to be keeping for myself that I thought were rather interesting. First one being this really awesome Sphinx head. I don't know if that's old or not, but judging by the other stuff that was in this bag, I think it might be like a charm from the 70s or something. Or from like one of those charm bracelets, the souvenir charm bracelets that you would buy. Don't see any markings on it, but I thought that was really cool nonetheless. This was another really cool find in there, and I didn't notice it until after I went through the bag. This is a Swank hammer tie clip. Swank made a lot of men's accessories back in the day. There's the mark right there. Did look this up on eBay just to see if it was worth anything. If I were to sell it, probably $15, maybe 15, 20 bucks if I polished it and cleaned it up real well. Then we got this like earring thing. It looks religious almost. I might just send that to Miss Stone Home for crafting, because I don't know what the heck to do with it. It looks like a little barrette. This is another piece that I went ahead and decided to go ahead and throw into my jar of old things. Just a keychain. It looks like one of those puzzle charms that you'd get back in the day. It's got a horseshoe clip. This looks like a battery of some sort, but it's not. These were kind of interesting. I don't know exactly what they are, but they almost look like something you would clip to your shirt. This one's more decorative and ornate than the other ones that I'm going to share with you. So it almost looks like you would clip a name badge to them, or it was for your glasses back in the day. Haven't a clue, but if you know, let me know in the comments. Got an American Cross thing, and then this looks like a cufflink. So maybe most of this I'll end up sending to Miss Stone Home for crafting, unless I can figure out what these are, and I might sell them in a lot. These little clip thingies. These are garbage. I'm going to throw those away. Cufflink set. These probably I'll end up giving to Miss Stone Home to craft with also. Some more barrettes and things like that. I am going to check for marks for sterling first. This looks like a ring without the charm, so that might be trash. More pins, more earring pieces, just stuff like that. So we can go ahead and move on. There's nothing else really interesting in that bag. So that was everything I got for $13. This next group of items, I paid $5 in total for all of these. I thought of Nesting Haven immediately when I saw this. It says, "We the people of the United States." It's a little colonial boy dressed as if he looks maybe Paul Revere kind of a thing. It was $3. No cracks or chips. At first I thought maybe it was a napkin holder, but I think this is probably more for letters. I'm going to keep this and display this for 4th of July. So this poodle here was $1. It's kind of got a rough texture to it, almost like spaghetti, but not exactly spaghetti. This was marked Japan. I think I can probably get $12 to $14 out of this. Got this really cool 6-pack of Dr. Pepper for $1. Now these 3 items here I bought from a person who I guess just cleaned out their recently deceased aunt. I think she said she was in her mid-90s, so she had kept stuff for many, many years. In terms of the age of this, maybe 1940s. This, I would probably say, is the 50s. And the Dr. Pepper 6-pack is probably 60s. So this lady had practically everything, and her prices were on point. Okay, so these next 4 items cost me $1, so 25 cents a piece. Probably a Miss Stone Home Craft item. It's a baby plastic rattle, probably from the dime stores back in the day. It's got a Hong Kong stamp on it. this giant strawberry ice cream cone. I don't know if it's an ornament or what the heck it is. Very glittery, so I'm sure that's probably another crafty piece. And for me, I picked up these little, I think they're gumball charms from the 70s. It's one of those games where you have to get the ball in the hole. I got one with an elephant on it and one with a lion. I thought those were really cool, and again, those are just really fun pieces to add to my jar of small items. For $5, I got this really awesome Glorious Angel by Glowlight. She's in the original box. I think she's missing one of those, it's kind of like a blow mold insert, candle insert. She's in the original box. She's very clean, in very good condition. I don't see any cracks or chips in the plastic. Just overall in great condition. You could use her as a tree topper if you wanted to, or you could just have her out. I'll go ahead and show you guys the box itself. Just awesome. Actually, it was advertised in Life magazine. That's pretty cool. So you could use her as a centerpiece on a table, or as a nightlight, or for a mantle decoration, or an Xmas tree topper. How cool is that? So I did find another Ken doll. This was $3. It's not in the original box, but it looks like it's some kind of faux box that somebody had. Let's go ahead and pull him out so you guys can see the markings, and it's on his rear end. So again, if you're offended by toy butts, I'm sorry. So what's really interesting about this Ken doll compared to the other one that I have is Ken's hair is not soft. This looks like it was painted on. It's kind of like waxy. It's kind of like a weird vinyl, like old school toy feeling. I'm gonna have to wipe him down really well because he's got that really waxy feeling to him. I like the Ken dolls because the feet are flat on them. I don't think Barbie's feet are. I think they're like you're standing on your tippy toes. They're in that position because she has high heels on. Here is the marking. Again, if you're offended by toy booties, I think you need to go get some help. But you know how people are. Anyway. So there is the mark. It says Ken USA. No. MCMLX. I'm gonna have to see this for myself, guys. Sorry. Patent Inc. And that's all it says. These don't really sell for a whole lot of money unless they're in the original boxes with all the original accessories and things like that. But I don't mind having another one of these because, hey, you never know. I might want to change it out. But for $3, I thought this was worth it. And funny enough, this person had 2 reproduction Barbies along with this. So when I saw the Ken doll and looked at it, I was like, okay, this is original. I got this along with that poodle hamper. Okay, so this next group of items, I believe this is what I got with that one person. Paid $5 for the 3 of them, so about, what? I don't even know. I can't do math this late at night. So I found a smaller glitter plaqued turkey. He's got the original barcode on him, which to me, I think is from the 70s, and I think that's when they started introducing them. But there is the Cage Company logo right on there. And that was from Manchester, Connecticut. Alright, these were kind of interesting. This is one of those peak postcards. I wonder if it'll show you all what's in there. I don't think it will, but what's in here is a picture of Eisenhower's house. Probably something you pick up in a gift shop back in the day. And then last thing that I picked up from this lot is this really cool hosiery mending kit from Sears and Roebuck Company. I originally thought it was a matchbook, but I should have looked at the label. It's a hosiery mending kit. Here's what it looks like. Doesn't look like it was ever used. That's just going to go into my jar of small stuff. Thought that was kind of cool. Now I've got one fun little jackpot to share with you all. for the ending of this video. So let's go ahead and see all the other fun stuff that I picked up. So this next group of items did not come all together. They're from separate people, but because I don't remember exactly where I got what, that I just throw it all in there and I'll tell you what I paid if I remember. So the first item, of course, that you can see is this Halloween bucket. I thought it was really cool and detailed. It's a little bit more whimsical than what I would like, but I'll take it for what it is. I paid $2 for it. This guy had some pretty cool Halloween stuff. He had a couple of Halloween noisemakers. He had a whistle that looked like a police officer riding a motorcycle. I picked up all the stuff and I asked him how much he wanted, and he's like, oh, I wanted 7 a piece for the noisemakers, I wanted 15 for the whistle. And I was kind of like, no, thank you, I'll pass. But then I asked him how much he wanted for the bucket, and he was like, $2. I was like, I'll take that. But that whistle was pretty cool. I just thought 15 was a little bit more than I should invest. But hey, win some, lose some, right? So, let's see. These items here, everything that I'm showing you right now, cost me $2. I have a matchbook that has this exact same image of a Holiday Inn sign. I think this is just a postcard. Why I got it, I don't know, but I just thought it was cool. Found a Christmas card. I think this is from 1950. Yeah. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Mr. and Mrs. Charles Adolphi, 1950. I just like that image of Santa. I got a gem razor, and I don't know why I keep picking up razors that are not Gillette. Gem razors are not worth a lot of money. I think what I might just do is give this to my dad to send into his booth, maybe for like $2 or $3, because they're not worth a ton of money. I don't know why I keep getting those. I'll never know. This is probably going to go in my jar of small items. This is a Mr. Minute. I have no idea who that is. If you happen to know, let me know in the comment section below. Just a fun little keychain. Almost looks like a bellhop or something. Well, he's an advertising man for something. Then I picked up this little car. Again, don't know why. It was just one of those things. Looks like a drag racing car. It's got Made in Hong Kong on it. That'll probably just end up going in my jar of smalls. Picked up one of these Old Spice shave mugs. I really like this, and my room is nautical themed, so this will look great in here if I decide to, change things up on my fun little gray shelf. It's marked Old Spice, Trenton, New Jersey, I think. No, Clifton, sorry. Clifton, New Jersey. Probably made here in the U.S. No cracks or chips, but again, for the price that I paid, I thought that was well worth it. Of course, I'm going to clean it up, and then I will go ahead and display that. Oh yeah, there's some more stuff in here. I was about to end the clip. So I got this awesome celluloid doll. She was 50 cents. I didn't get a whole lot more after I had left this one booth, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But I thought she was really cool. She almost looks like she belongs in the circus. Who'd have thought they'd put butts on old celluloid dolls back then. Don't know what I'm going to do with her, but I think she's kind of cool. Alright, my dad picked this up for me. And I love finding these when I can get them cheap. Don't know how I missed it. It's a pinup ashtray. Now, you all know I don't really condone smoking. I think it's a very, very bad habit to pick up. I've had family members die from cancer from smoking for many years. You get the picture. So I didn't pay anything for this, so thank you, Dada, if you are watching this. I just like that. And then for... Oh, there's one more button. Where is it? I knew I was forgetting one. There you are. So I got 4 buttons for $2. Let me go ahead and end this clip and then I'll show you guys the buttons. So these are the 4 buttons that I paid $2 for. I also picked up a pet egg piece for $1, brand new. That's not worth showing you because it's not vintage. And I'm going to probably sell that for $15. So anyway, I paid 50 cents a piece for these. I liked this one, the Schlitz Irish. I had a Schlitz 3-leaf clover pin. I thought that was really cool. This Seagram's Crown 7 I guess this is an alcohol. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And it's got some logo or some saying on there. Let me go ahead and focus that real quick so you guys can see it. It says American Whiskey. Oh, okay, so it is alcohol. American Whiskey, a blend of 80 Degrees Seagram Distillers Corporation or Company in New York City. I just like the blue font, and I wanted to even that out for $2 because I didn't have any quarters. So I guess this was kind of one of those things where you just picked it up because you wanted to even out your fines, I guess. These next two are my favorites, along with the Clover. Meet Me at the Bon Ton. If you all don't know what the Bon Ton was, it was a department store. I think most of them are now closed. We had one in the mall that I have now for probably about a year and a half, and then it closed down. We now have something called the Belk, which is the same company, I guess just under a different name. Ever since that department store opened, I never bought anything. Even when the Bon Ton was closing, I got some stuff, but when they were just open for, before they were doing their closing sales, I didn't find anything in there. But I just thought that was really cool because we don't have this department store anymore, or they're slowly but surely all disappearing. Now this one was probably my favorite of the lot. This is definitely World War II era, or like right as the war ended. It says, "Welcome home, our heroes." I think that might be rust on there, but this thing is over 70 years old. I just thought that was really cool. It's probably not worth a ton of money, but it's definitely older. Again, that's probably just going to end up in my jar of small things. So that was the buttons. Let's go ahead and see what else I found. So that is it for part 1 of my large flea market haul. Be sure and stay tuned for part 2. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in part 2. Bye, guys.